man, the Olympic basketball gold medal games, men's and women's, were both fantastic. Steph Curry has to be in the conversation that I think a lot of times we don't put him in, right? I mean, this guy does things on a basketball court that you can't believe what you're watching. And we never, I don't think, put him in, I don't want to say the greatest of all time because he's not. Yeah. But I'm not certain that we put him in the proper conversations sometimes when we're listing, these transcendent basketball players. That guy is unbelievable.
It's what he did. And you put him on the list he should be on, which is the best shooter of all times.
So is that it, though?
That's it.
I'm not so certain, man.
He's not the GOAT. You just said it. You're talking about overall.
He's not the GOAT. He's not the GOAT. I don't think he's in the – but is he in top 5 conversation for GOAT? Because I don't think he would have been till this weekend for a lot of people because you forget, know, and you look at you watch Golden State, but you forget. Like if LeBron was on a team next season with Steph Curry, do they win the NBA Finals?
No.
LeBron looks to me like a rejuvenated 15-year younger LeBron when he's playing with Steph Curry. Like, yes. I think he's regretting opting back in for LA when he could have ended up in Golden State. He absolutely could have ended up in Golden State. That dude would win 2 or 3 more rings. I really believe that. Did you watch those guys together? And again, I know it's international competition. It's France.
All-star team against some guys from overseas.
Right. But it's, I mean, okay, go ahead, Solana, because it's not just guys from overseas. I mean, you're talking about one of the better players in the NBA, Victor Wembanyama, and let's not sleep on Nicholas Batum.
Batum Wembanyama. There we go. That's going to compete against.
I'm telling you, I'm watching Steph and LeBron together. I am watching Steph and LeBron play basketball together and going, those guys could not be enjoying their time together more. And I wonder what that would mean on an NBA court. Because Steph Curry, too, think about, like, Klay Thompson was on his team. He looked like me. I mean, like, both those guys look to me like they were, I don't want to say regretting not playing together, but they have to both be thinking, oh, my God, if we were on an NBA team together, look out.
And they should be. And they should be. And it's one of my biggest criticisms of LeBron, where, listen, I mean, we all wanted LeBron to stay here, and all of us want the Heat to win titles. But when you're talking about the type of greatness that is LeBron, the only thing that's keeping him from being the surefire greatest player of all time is his legacy when it comes to championships. And I still don't understand the decision not to go to LA, but to stick around and to allow Pelinka or whoever's calling the shots, which we kind of all think he is, to not build the type of teams around him that would consistently put him back in at least contending every single season.
Like he's trying just to get into the playoffs at this point in his career. And again, it's probably a little skewed. You're right, because every teammate out there, like Jason Tatum, can't crack the lineup. So every teammate out there is great. But man, if I try to just extrapolate what LeBron and Steph Curry would do on an NBA court together for an entire season, like, man, that looks like magic to me.
Okay, the Golden State Warrior team led by Steph, who's in the play-in tournament, with the LA Laker team led by LeBron that's in the play-in tournament, those two guys?
They complement each other in a way that to me is just like, I'm telling you, you can't tell me that you don't enjoy watching that.
Yeah, it's cool to watch them because they had a 5-game stretch against plumbers. When they have to play 82 games together, neither one of them can take a good team. LeBron and AD can't get out of the play-in. Steph and Clay and Draymond and the boys can't get out of the play-in. They're Hall of Famers. But you saying, are those two together winning the NBA championship? No, you know who's won the NBA championship? The young Celtics team or the big old boy out in Denver are going to beat the hell out of them, and Minnesota's coming up. Oh, no, they're two old dudes playing.
Big old boy in Denver could have beaten the hell out of them with Serbia. And seem to have any.
One of his teammates had one hand. He had a nub.
Crowder,
the
you need to win.
Guard had a nub.
You need to win one game. Who do you pick? Steph Curry or LeBron or Jason Tatum?
By himself playing against them two?
No. I'm saying like
two guys.
You need to win one game. Do you pick Jason Tatum to be your best player on the floor, or do you pick LeBron James to be your best player on the floor? One game you need to win.
LeBron and Steph, that's great. But Solana, to get down to this, you're speaking about a game 7 in the NBA Finals. You have to play 82 regular season, or at least 65. And then with LeBron and Steph, you're going to be in the play-in tournament because it's proven. So now you're in the play-in tournament. Now you have to
never played together, man. They have never played together.
Now you have to go through 3 series of basketball, and now you have to play Game 7 of the Finals.
It's not
in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals. I'm going to pick Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum over LeBron and Steph, who are now beat up and 44 years old.
But that's my point. I mean, you're taking the better overall team, which is the Boston Celtics, a much better constructed overall team. And Hoch saying if those two got together, they're a better constructed team. Steph Curry and LeBron James are the two best players of this generation, playing off of each other, complementing each other perfectly, which is what the Celtics have. And both those guys don't.
Solana. And the only reason I bring it up is because this window is closing. Like, it's so far closed. And I don't know why he didn't go to Golden State. That's why. All I'm telling you is the amount of fun that I had watching Team USA during the Olympics and on Saturday specifically, I'm angry that I don't get to watch that in an NBA regular season because it could have happened.
The window is closed and the building is evicted.
It's not.
It's under foreclosure.
You didn't watch him then. You didn't watch him then.
Didn't watch him.
He was the Olympics MVP.
Yes, and could he do that for 82 plus series?
He's done it for 20 plus seasons.
He's seen it. In the playoffs last year, he was old. He was shooting threes the whole time. When whatever his little name is, some little long crazy name, when he started doing the "you're too small" thing and driving to the rim and all that, yeah, LeBron can still do that. He can't do it for a whole NBA season.
Crowder, do you know what LeBron averaged last year and what Steph Curry averaged last year? Like, you're acting like these guys are washed. LeBron James at 39 years old was averaging better numbers than 95% of the NBA. They're not washed. They're playing on bad teams. They're playing on teams that are not constructed.
And they could have played on a team together, and you watched it this Saturday. It was the most exciting basketball you've ever seen.
Yeah. Does it open up for LeBron when, I can kick it out to KD? Or maybe the lane's not that packed because, Joel Embiid has pushed everybody into the stand.
I'm not dismissing the fact that there are an all-star team around them. Like, I got it. I'm just telling you, if you didn't watch LeBron and Steph out there during the Olympics and have that whet your appetite for what could have been in the NBA, it's going to be too late. Mayweather, Pacquiao was too late.
Yeah.
And LeBron and Steph, if it ever happens, it'll be too late.
It's not going to happen, Hoch, unfortunately. But you know what? Crowder's 100% right. I mean,
thank you.
LeBron James last year averaging 26, 7, and 8 on 54% shooting and 41% from three is washed. And Steph Curry averaging 27 points on 41% from three, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Those guys are washed. They can't do it for 82 games. I mean, you sound, honestly, how are we starting Monday like this? You sound ridiculous. Those guys are playing on bad teams. That's my biggest criticism of LeBron his entire career, aside from,
that doesn't sound homey.
Being disrespectful to Pat Riley and playing FIFA rather than taking a legitimate meeting. Aside from that,
yeah, we talked about it last week. How many finals would LeBron have if he stayed in Miami? 8.
He should be ring chasing at this point of his career. That's all he should be doing. Going to teams that are properly constructed so that he doesn't have to play 82 games and he can actually save energy for the playoffs, because you're seeing it at 39 years old. There's nobody better on the planet in a must-win game. Nobody.
And they led their team to the 10th seed and the 8th seed of the Western Conference.
And they lost to better teams, better overall teams. That happens.
And I'll tell you another thing. If LeBron and Steph teamed up next season, Michael Jordan could come back. That team still wins an NBA Finals. He can cherry pick. Okay. I'm not expecting him to get down on every possession. I am telling you, add MJ to that team. That's how good they are. That'd be a great team, too.
MJ, let's see that he's the
MJ at 62 years old, however old he is. That's how much fun I had watching this Olympic basketball team, man. It was something. And the end of the women's game was cool. Wild, man. Was wild. It was really a great Olympics, capped off by Tom Cruise on a zip line into LA. It was everything everyone expected.
I didn't get that. Then some naked guys singing on the beach. I didn't get
that. Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's Solana's fiance's favorite band.
What's that? Last night we get together. I say, hey, kids, let's go finish the Olympics. I didn't know I thought there was going to be some crazy ones left at the end. I see a bunch of people in gray playing with two big old roly-polies. Then I see naked guys singing on the beach and Tom Cruise on a zip line. I don't know if that's the way to end.
Oh, loved it. What a great Olympic finale. Billie Eilish, she performed out there. I like the LA 28 logo. I thought that looked kind of cool. I'm all about it. I'm going to the Olympics. Lori's been dying to go to the Olympics for as long as she's been alive. And she's always like, let's go here, let's go there. We're going to LA. I'm making the call right now.
Big man.
I'm going to see Ray Gunn. Is she going to qualify for 28?
No, I think they're going to get her little scoochy tail off the whole scene of that.
I'm a huge Ray Gunn fan. I think she could do for breakdancing what Steph Curry's done for the NBA.
You know, my girl Nika, I'm riding with her.
Yeah, she really, no one knew Lithuania was going to be as strong as they were in breakdancing, but Nika, I believe, I hope, was phenomenal.
Don't fool with that Nika.